Welcome to Class 5, and first, thank you and congratulations. Yesterday was a success. Engagement was huge, the videos worked, and many of you shipped your first automation. Tonight, we will keep that momentum. Tonight is special. But before, quick note, today is the last day to secure the second brain bonus. Deadline, you know it, Friday, today, 11:59 UK time. If you already know you want it, you can scan the QR code and book your admissions call while we teach, totally free. You will leave with prompts, a mini automation you can copy, and a small surprise at the end, as always. But exactly, Dani, what we are gonna see today, because it's a special day, what we are gonna see today.
Thanks, Jordi. It is a special day, and here is what we're gonna be doing tonight. So first of all, we're gonna do a clear and practical take on AI for social media, what it is and how we can create value from it. We're gonna get hands-on. We'll create a custom GPT agent for LinkedIn and then wire a simple automation that drafts and rolls out content on autopilot. We'll recap Synthea Pro, the program details, and remind you about all of the bonus that you're gonna receive and the deadline, like Jordi said. We're also going to share with you some new real testimonials so you can listen to other people. And then we have a surprise. We're going to be creating an avatar live with HeyGen. You saw a bit of this in class 2. We're going to get more into it. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to read some of the most common questions that you asked the other day. So, question number 1 was related to time. I work a full-time job. Is 90 minutes a night plus 5 hours on the weekends enough? The answer is yes. We've designed 30 to 45 minute sprints and a mentor Q&A to keep you ready and steady so you can make your progress. Another common question is, I don't have a university degree. Does this mean that the credential can help me? Yes. Employers care about skills, portfolio, and accredited credentials. In this program, you're going to receive all 3. Another common question that I'm reading here is, am I going to continue having access after I'm done? The answer is yes. You get 3 years of access and updates, very important when dealing with AI, when you enter Synthea Pro. And the final question that we've also seen a few times is, when will I see a return on my investment? Now, the answer to this is obviously it depends, but you can start monetizing from day 1. And the reason why it depends is because everyone's gonna have a different context, right? Let's say that you work at a company and you wanna get more responsibility by doing AI trainings in your company with all of this knowledge that you're generating. This could put you up for a promotion, or because you're taking on this new responsibility, the company could reward you. You are already monetizing here. Another option is you can start freelancing and offering these agents, images, prompting engineering techniques, custom agents, automations, everything that we're seeing from day 1, as soon as you feel confident enough to do it, and we're gonna make sure that you do. We're also gonna have a specific module within the program that teaches you how to monetize and sell yourself. So what's certain is that you're gonna be able to monetize and capitalize on these skills. The timing is mostly up to you, but you can start doing it from the beginning. So those are your most common questions answered. Now back to you, Jordi.
And when I say AI for social media, I don't mean press a magic button and spam content. I mean a system, and today we are gonna see the system. You define the message and tone, and AI does the rest. AI helps you draft consistently, repurpose across formats, and queue posts. Today, you're gonna see all 3 of them. You can control with short approvals and clear constraints. And we've seen it. Our students have already done it. Let me anchor this with a quick story. Joseph manages social media with 2 small law firms. He was stuck writing posts from scratch and missing posting dates. He applied what we taught. He built a LinkedIn GPT that writes in each firm's voice. And moreover, he set up a calendar sheet, Google Sheets, Excel, and a tiny automation that turns topics into drafts, adds alt text, and sends a short approval message. With this system, he packaged it as a service, and he sold it for $4,900 setup plus $1,900 per month for each firm. It did not make him viral, it made him reliable. He hit deadlines, stayed on brand, and increased his monthly revenue with something he could just deliver week after week. That's AI for social media, not hype structure. Not hype with AI. Be consistent and reliable. Before Dani, we move to hands-on practice, and let's see how GPTs work and how automations work. Let me do a quick recap in my slides. What are AI agents? Here you can see a couple of news about AI agents. The 2025 probably was the year where AI agents enter our workforce. You will see in the next years how you communicate with your own AI agents, but I will probably ask for Daniel's agents too to do some work. Here you can see and remember, let's recall what a GPT, what a custom GPT or what agents are. You have a generic AI model like ChatGPT, like Gemini, like Claude that knows everything about everything but doesn't know you. So if we give this AI agent some instructions, some files, some know-how, and we add some kind of tools, remember that plumber with a tool set. For example, the agent can search on the web, can use some kind of APIs, can use the visual features they have. These agents are semi-autonomous and also have some instructions, files that will always remember. You don't have to every time prompt that agent because you want to do something. They already know how to use and who are you and what is your company, what are your files, and what do you do. Then you have an AI agent. Again, first Danny will show us how to create this agent, how Joseph created this GPT agent for LinkedIn, and then we will see this automation, okay? That automation is about social media creation. It's a simplified version, but we want you to understand that you don't have to be a techie person, you don't have to be an engineer or some kind of tech savvy. You just have to connect these modules. See, this automation was sold for $1,800. And you can see the input, the trigger here is when a new idea is sent, is posted, then this idea is for every social media network, for example, in this case, Instagram, LinkedIn, and a web post for my webpage. Each idea with its own text, its own image. For every social media, we have a different text, a different image that AI is creating. You already know this logo. This logo is from ChatGPT, from OpenAI, and you already seen the other logo is from Ideogram. Ideogram is an AI tool for creating images. You already saw it in the second class. So for Instagram, I will create a text for Instagram adapted to Instagram format. For Instagram, I will create an image with the aspect ratio, and then I will go to LinkedIn and I will create another text adapted to LinkedIn and an image adapted to LinkedIn. And I will do the same, AI will do the same for my webpage with another text, extended text, more narrative, whichever tone style you want, and then I will create another image or a couple images for my website. So the best way I know for you to understand this, it's see it in practice. So Danny, let's see hands-on how to create this and how to create it from zero. How do they work? How do I create a GPT agent and I can sell it?
Of course we can, Jordi. So let's build the two parts that Joseph used. So part one is a custom GPT agent for LinkedIn with your brand or company's voice. So we're gonna make this right now. We're gonna create a ChatGPT, create the instructions, and get to it. So we are here in ChatGPT. We can see the screen. We're gonna open the sidebar right here, and we're gonna go to the GPTs section on the left-hand side, as you may recall, right here. We're gonna open it up, and we're gonna hit Explore. Once we're at Explore, remember, again, you can only create custom GPT agents if you are paying for ChatGPT, the Pro version. If you are not paying for it, you can use free ones, right? You can search them up here. So this is for whoever has the premium version, but I still recommend you pay attention even if you don't have it right now, because you may have it later on when you start seeing more value in it. So we're gonna go here, the top right-hand side, and hit Create. And here is where we're gonna create our own custom GPT. So the first thing that we're gonna do is write a name for our custom GPT. So in this case, we are creating an agent that's going to specialize in creating content for LinkedIn. So I'm going to call it LinkedIn AI Pro, for instance. I could call it whatever I want. The name's not really going to affect anything. It's just important so that you can organize yourself once you create a bunch of custom GPTs that you can easily find them. Next, we're going to write a short description. What does this ChatGPT do? So this agent specializes in LinkedIn post creation. Okay. Then instructions. Here's where we're going to write our prompt. So we're going to make this big, and I've prepared my prompt already using the aspect method, which you are familiar with. I did change the order a bit of the aspect method, but you're going to find all elements are present here. We're going to look at it in the document where we can probably see it better, and then we'll paste it onto ChatGPT. So role, we've given it a role. Sometimes we call this as well persona, right? You are a social strategist who drafts authority LinkedIn posts for AI automation agencies. So imagine that I'm a copywriter, in this case I'm Joseph, and I specialize in writing social media posts for AI automation agencies. Perfect, we've given a clear role. Goal, generate 150 word posts that start conversations on LinkedIn. Perfect. Action, we're gonna write a post on whichever topic the user inputs into our custom GPT. We'll see this now in action and it will make more sense. Steps, what steps is this agent gonna follow? So step one is we're gonna ask the user which topic are we gonna write the post about, right? Again, remember the action, write post on whichever topic the user inputs. Step number two, we're gonna provide 3 options of themes on which to write about and ask the user to pick one. So what's the flow like? The GPT will ask you, hey, what would you like to write on? The user will write something, let's say how to sell AI automations, and then the GPT is going to provide 3 different options of articles or posts to write on LinkedIn. Then the user is going to have to pick one, and that's the post that the GPT agent is going to develop. Number 3, we're going to actually generate the post. Step 3, we're going to generate a scroll stopping hook in just 1 line, very common in LinkedIn, followed by 3 concrete bullet points and a soft call to action to comment. Again, remember that the whole purpose of this agent is to start conversations on LinkedIn. So it makes a lot of sense that I made the call to action to comment. Persona, senior, thought leadership writer. Again, this is very related to the role up here. I could have probably combined them both into one if I were to now optimize my prompt, but we're going to leave it as is. Examples. We want short sentences, real examples, and no buzzwords. Context. Busy professionals. Credibility first. Constraints. We don't want less. We want 150 word or less posts. We don't want huge, massive paragraphs. 3 relevant hashtags and minimal emojis. Template, like we said, hook, 3 bullet points, call to actions, and a few hashtags. So this is the prompt that we've prepared using the aspect method, which we should be very familiar with at this point. And we're just going to go here and we're just going to paste it as is. You can see right there, we've pasted it. Now, while we finish setting this up, I'm going to start generating the image because, as you know, we can generate a little icon, a little image on our GPT, and we can do it with AI. So since we have this tool to our disposal, I'm going to use DALL-E to generate an image while we continue setting up everything else. So conversation starters. These are basically like pre-prepared prompts that you can write so that the user, once they enter your agent, they can just click on this pre-prepared prompt and send it to the agent. So I'm just going to write, hi, I would like to write a LinkedIn post. We'll see it now live so you can see. This just makes it more comfortable if a new user, imagine you're going to share this link with a client, with a coworker, having this conversation starter can help them. Next, knowledge. Here's where we could upload files. So imagine that I had a bunch of clients that were very successful on LinkedIn. I could upload different PDFs of all of these successful posts and feed it into the knowledge base of the agent. In this case, I'm not going to do it, but just know we can upload as many files with instructions, previous examples, company information, my way of writing, etc., etc. Then recommended model. We can pick a model to recommend to the user of this prompt. In this case, I'm just going to let the user decide which one it wants, but just know that if we wanted to, we could set a recommended model, although the user can then change it. Next, which capabilities? Do we need web search? I'm going to leave web search in case we decide to research some topic for the article. The canvas, so we can edit the article if we wanted to, that's fine. Image generation, in this case, I don't want images. We're going to be doing that in the next automation, so I'm going to disable that. And we don't want the code interpreter or data analysis. I don't think that's going to be necessary. Cool, we have an image created now. I like it, perfect. And we're just going to hit create. We're going to leave it so that anyone with the link can use our custom GPT. And there we have it. It's loading and it will be available for us in just a few seconds. Okay, so very interesting fact, we had a small error when publishing it, as you can see, and it said that we are breaking one of the policy rules, and I just realized that in fact we are. What I did is I used LinkedIn here as a keyword in my name, and obviously I can't do this because of copyright and using someone else's name. So I'm just gonna write copywriter for social media, and I'm gonna pro. The name is not really that important in this case, and we're just going to create it now. Important, I'm glad that this happened. I always like it when in a class we experience a small problem like this, because it just shows you that this still happens, it's common, and how to get around it. In this case, it was very simple. I remembered that, let's save. I remembered that, again, we're breaking a copyright rule here, and it's been solved in just under 10 seconds. I want you to also have this mindset when you yourself, there we go, GPT is published. As I was saying, I want you to have this mindset yourself, that you may experience a small, tiny issue. See how small this was and how we fixed it in just 5 seconds? This can happen to you too, so it's important that you pay attention and you have this open mindset of, I'm trying something new, I may experience a little problem, so we'll see how it finishes. Anyways, here is our GPT agent. So copywriter for social media, it has my name, and this agent specializes in LinkedIn post creation. Remember when we created this conversation starter? In this case, we have it right here. We're just going to click it, and as you can see, it inputs the prompt directly into the agent. This is very helpful for when someone is new to our agent, they haven't used it before, they can use it. So we say, hey, I would like to write a LinkedIn post. Perfect, let's make it count. What topic would you like me to write about? Once you tell me, I'll give you 3 themes options to choose from before writing the post. This is exactly what we asked it to do, so excellent. So I would like a post related to beginners monetizing AI automations. We're going to input our topic, our theme, and it says, great topic. I'm going to give you 3 possible answers. Angle number 1, first 1K with AI automations, a realistic breakdown on how newcomers can turn small wins into income. Angle number 2, avoiding the beginner traps, mistakes new automation creators make when trying to monetize. Angle number 3, from zero tools to paying clients, a roadmap on starting without a fancy software or technical skills. Super interesting. I would honestly go for all 3, but for the sake of this example, I'm just going to pick angle 1. So let's go with angle 1. I'm going to write it here. And here's your 150-word draft. First of all, we asked for a 1-line hook, right? And there we have it. Everyone talks about scaling to 10K a month with AI. Few share how they made their first K. Very interesting, right? If our target audience is beginners, this hook is excellent for them because they're not looking to generate 10K. They just want to get their first revenue, first few sales before even thinking of scaling to 10 or above. 3 takeaways. We asked for 3 bullet points, and here we have them. Then we have a call to action, right? What's one niche or pain point you think AI could fix today? I'm making a question to begin a conversation, exactly what I wanted to. And then I asked for a few relevant hashtags. Here we have it. This is a perfect example of how we can do this. Imagine how easy it is now that this GPT is created for us to make multiple posts for any days of the week that we want to. We can take value from this in so many different ways. Think of, if you're working at a company, you can take on the responsibility of generating content for social media. If you want to work on your personal brand, you can automate it and just with 5 minutes per day, have a good, solid LinkedIn post. If you're trying to generate more income, you can freelance. You can offer, hey, I'll create and manage your social media for you, your LinkedIn page, for a fee. And you can do it for many people thanks to how scalable this is with AI. Again, I want you to constantly have this mindset of how can I take value for this for myself, whether it's for my personal brand, whether I work at a company, or whether I want to freelance or start a business. So now that we've seen this example, we're going to take it further and we're going to look at that automation that we actually generated for someone and sold for $1,750. So in this case, we're back to make.com. You may remember this interface from the previous classes that we did. So let's look at this automation, see how it works. So we first have the trigger. Remember what the trigger is? The trigger is the event that makes the automation begin. So our trigger is that a form must be submitted with information about the content that we want to create. You'll see that we've made a timer to check this form every 15 minutes, but again, for this live example, we're just going to trigger it manually so we can have an instant result. You'll see that once the form is received, we'll extract the information and send it to the router that's going to send it in 3 different directions. One's going to be for Instagram, one's going to be for LinkedIn, and one's going to be for our vlog. Let's focus on Instagram first. First, we're going to generate the Instagram content. So we have our prompt here, we've connected this with ChatGPT, and here is the input, right? I want you to become an expert in Instagram content creator with over 5 years of experience. We're going to tell it to get the information from the form and to generate all of the text needed for an Instagram post. Then you may remember this logo from Ideogram, which we've been using in class 2 to create images. And we're going to tell it to, again, extract the information from the form to generate that image for our social media. We've then connected this to Centella Labs, which is our testing ground for all kinds of experiments, and we're going to post it directly and automatically on that Instagram. I'm going to show you this live in just a few minutes. Now, let's look at the middle lane. Here, same thing, we've connected ChatGPT and we've asked it to generate the content, in this case, for our vlog. Then we've asked it to make an image, for LinkedIn. Then again, we've connected Ideogram and we've asked it to make an image. Something very interesting, see how the resolution is different. In Instagram, we want a 4:5 ratio. That's because Instagram is more vertical format, while Instagram, we want a 16:9 ratio because Instagram is more of a rectangular ratio, LinkedIn is. We're then going to download the image and publish it to LinkedIn. In this case, again, we have a Centella Labs account, which we're going to show you right now, which is our playground to test all of this. Finally, we have the exact same process for our blog. We have ChatGPT connected, we generate a title, we generate the content, we put it into HTML format. We did this also in the class. This is just to format it the way we like it, and then we publish it onto a document so that it can be published into our blog. So, we're now going to go to the form, which is the one you're seeing right now, and it just says ideas for content creation. Develop an idea, piece of content, or a news article to generate a post from it. So I am going to write, my idea is I would like to generate a post on, let's say, coffee and perhaps the benefits it can have on productivity and health. So I'm going to write benefits of drinking coffee. Imagine. Again, this could be any example. I just thought this at the top of my mind because before this class I had a cup of coffee. So I'm just gonna submit this and we're gonna go to make. Now remember, this would normally be waiting every 15 minutes and scanning it, but I'm gonna trigger it manually so we can do it right now. I'm just gonna right click here on the trigger, choose when to start, choose manually. This is the form we did right now, that's the time. And we're gonna run it. Okay, so now that you've seen everything, we're going to run the automation. Although actually, before we do, I just want to show you the Centella Labs Instagram and LinkedIn, so you can see that nothing is published right now. Okay, you can see this is the last post, and in LinkedIn, I'm also going to refresh, and you're going to see that this is the last post. Okay, which was 41 minutes ago. Okay, just so you see when we now generate it, it's going to be something completely new. So we're going to trigger the automation. Choose when to start, let's pick a date. Okay, so we're gonna hit run. There we have it, it's loading. We can see it's detected the form right here, and now it's routing it first on the first lane. In this case, it's Instagram. We see ChatGPT already generated that description. We're now generating the image, and as it loads, it will then publish it to Instagram. So this is very interesting. And remember that just as we saw previously, when we have many automations happening at the same time, when we route them, it's gonna go lane by lane. In this case, we've picked first, second, and third lane, as you can see. So we dictate that order. We now see that, okay, it's been published to Instagram. We'll check it in just a sec, we'll refresh. You can see now it's gone right back down to the router and down the middle lane. It's generating the LinkedIn content, it's now generating the image, then it's gonna download it, publish it to LinkedIn. So while this is working, let's go into the Centella Labs Instagram and see what it generated for us. So we're just gonna open it up, we're gonna refresh. Again, this is in Spanish, but ignore it. This is just our playing around, right? As you can see, here we go. So remember the last post was this one? We now have this one. So unlock your day with a simple cup of coffee. We have the image right here, and we can also see a description. Unlock your day with a simple cup of coffee. Did you know coffee can boost your mood, sharpen your focus, etc., etc. Now, we could obviously improve this, give it a very detailed prompt to make sure that we generate a more image that is more similar to our brand. Of course we could, but this is just a quick example to show you how it's done, okay? A post that did not exist was generated in just a minute by me just writing on a literal form, generate a post on the benefits of drinking coffee. I haven't given any of the aspect prompting techniques. I just wanted to do a quick example for you. This is fascinating. Now, let's go back to our automation. We can see that everything's been complete. Fantastic. So we're gonna go now to LinkedIn, and we're gonna also refresh, do the exact same thing. And here we have it. So Centella Labs, we have a post which we're going to read right now. Let's load it up. Here we go. Did you know that drinking coffee can offer more than just a morning pick-me-up? For productivity, cognitive function, health benefits, etc., a few hashtags, fantastic. And it also generated for us an image, which is what we wanted. Again, this is crazy how this was done in just a simple line. If I had, of course, made a better prompt, I could make things differently, but this is already super impressive. And think how scalable this is. Okay, and here we have a document which has just been created. This would be our blog post, right? The revitalizing benefits of drinking coffee. We have an H1, H2, and we have a very well structured blog right here for us to approve and post onto our blog. Again, I want you to think, how can I take value of this? Because this is super impressive. Again, if you work at a company, imagine offering this value to your company. How many employees are perhaps responsible behind managing Instagram, LinkedIn, the blog page? If you can automate this and make it more efficient, how much value are you bringing to your organization? If you want to freelance and sell this as a service, if you want to set up your own business and start offering this, you can do this. This has real value. How much time did we just save generating this in 5 minutes live? It is completely mind-blowing, and it's important that we learn these things and start applying them from today.
And if you want to sell this as a service, here's a clean price ladder you can copy, as Joseph did. Starter calendar, sheet plus weekly drafts, 4,900 setup, plus 1,900 per month. Pro calendar plus approval, messages and queuing, $1,419 setup, plus 3,900 per month. Full studio, add carousels, video snippets, process docs, from $2,900. And this is real, and you can do the same. Be transparent about what's automated and what stays human. Pay for consistency and time saved. And you have to sell with this in mind. And if you've been with us this week, you already felt it. With the right structure, AI stops being a toy and becomes a career. So let's be crystal clear about what Centella Pro is and what it does for you. This isn't another course, it's a 4-month mentor-guided path that takes you from trying tools to shipping real projects with an accredited postgraduate credential from Savall University of Florida, specialist in generative AI and automations, and Microsoft AI 900 Prep built in. The big promise is simple. If you can communicate clearly, you can command AI to produce real business outcomes without code, without being a tech savvy, and we'll mentor you while you do it. Our unfair advantage, 3 unique levers we use in every module. Aspect, our prompt operating systems, action, steps, persona, examples, context, constraints, and template. We use Rails, our automation method, request, analyze, invoke, lock, and save word. You've seen it, and you will see it. And the third one, ready to sell blueprints, templates and flows we actually solved and deployed. You will have it just for you to copy and paste. By the time you graduate, you won't just know AI. You'll show AI with portfolio projects, a pilot you can run at work or for a client, and a credential that backs you up. And now, let me share my slides again, one last time, in order for you to see what Centella Pro is. We have a module 0 just for you to build your environment, your first win in 30 minutes, and a personal learning sprint plan. Even if you start from -5, this is instant confidence and momentum. Again, if you start from 0 or -5. The first module is about foundations of AI. It's important for you to understand how AI works, why these models learn how are they doing it. And once you are in this position, once you are in the top 1% of the world that really and truly understands how AI works, then you can go for the module 2, prompt designing and custom GPTs with techniques like Aspect, but a lot of other techniques. You will build production-ready prompts, your own GPTs, agent with your brand voice, and you will find your style, your voice with these AI models. In order to prompt whichever model, Gemini, Copilot, Claude, ChatGPT, I don't care. You can send in this model GPT to local businesses for $500 per month, and our students have already done it. In the first weeks of the program, you can already monetize these things. You can do micro trainings for your company, your own company, or to another companies. You can freelance the GPTs, these custom GPTs, as Danny was saying before. You can sell some kind of prompt techniques, micro trainings on how to communicate with these models. Our students, again, have already done this, and you can also do it. Even if you start from zero, or even if you weren't raised with a smartphone in your pocket, again, it doesn't matter. Without coding, and you will be mentored in every step. We will give you advice where we failed before and what's the real path for you. In the third module, you will see generative media, image, video, and audio, all the AI landscape. In order for you to become a prompt engineer, you will stop playing with AI and you will be able to create creative assets. You can launch campaigns yourself like Joseph did. Module 4, no-code AI tools. Here you can build presentations, you can build your website, or you can even build a chatbot that our students are selling for no less than $2,000. And this is possible without coding and without writing a single line of code. Automations. With Make and other AI tools, you can build automations in order to lead triage, reply social media. You can just, what we have already done in this class, you can also mimic it, okay? And here it's important for you to understand this. You will have ready to sell blueprints just for you to copy and paste it for your own business, for other businesses. If you want to freelance this, we will show you how to do it. And the last module, the number 6, is monetization. You can build a pricing proposals, a 14-day pilot plan, employer, client ready, an employer pack, ROI, and security plus syllabus, and your public portfolio. Here you will learn how to turn income or internal promotions to reality. And I don't care if you are an employee or you want to freelance, we'll have both parts of the story. Again, we are the best program in AI. And as you see, we are not only accredited by the Savall University, but also by our partners. You will save more than $900 with us, totally free. All these promotions, discounts will be free for you if you are finally admitted as our student. So again, we have the best partners by our side, we have the best universities by our side, and we have Microsoft by our side. Why are you still doubting? And there's a part most courses skip: support. You get live mentor, Q&A, practical reviews on your build, a private community, and 3 years of access, and it will be updated. The goal isn't to watch videos, it's to ship. And before explaining the value, Danny, could you do a simple recap of everything they got, top of the core program, and why each piece really matters in our bonus? Because this bonus, what they do at the end of the day is just complement the experience, the student experience. Can you do a quick recap?
Of course, Jordi. So the program is already super complete, but we've been gathering feedback, more things I've been developing, and we've added 11 bonuses. Number 1, AI Accelerator Workshop, valued at $420, where we build a LinkedIn, CV, and portfolio around applied AI projects, so employers, clients can instantly perceive your value. Bonus number 2, we have the Microsoft AI 900 Prep, but we're also giving you practice access and the exam. So this is valued at $645, where you won't just learn, you'll add a recognized certification to your resume, and we'll guide you with the prep. Number 3, AI Investment Simulator. This is an agent valued at $540. It's a trained agent to analyze companies, markets. It's great for sharpening reasoning and data to insight workflows for your investments. Bonus number 4, AI for Superhumans. It's a pack of agents valued at $345. A set of everyday work agents that we use ourselves to save time and learn as we use them. Next bonus, extra 2 months of membership, super important, valued at $333. Even though the program lasts 4 months, we want to give you 2 more months of support, Q&A, live sessions, etc. Here, we're going to bring guests and show you how they are currently, right now, with real examples, monetizing their AI knowledge and services, whether it's with consultancy, selling automations, etc. Next bonus, Negotiator Coach, CIA level, valued at $790. So here you're gonna learn all of the negotiation tactics that you need to negotiate a better salary, a different job, or to sell a project to a client. Next bonus, Professional Blueprints. We have 100 AI-ready templates valued at $745. These are plug and play prompts for you. Docs, reports, decks, emails, sheets, marketing, anything that you need ready to run with AI. Next bonus, we have the Personal Financial Advisor Agent, valued at $697. Helps you stay on track with your spending, finding leaks, and building a simple plan so you can focus on saving and learning. Next bonus, AI for Business, Tech Giants. This is valued at $845. And this is how leaders apply AI. Think of Google, Microsoft style frameworks. They're all in this agent. And how you can use these to make better decisions, lead your team, and make better offers. Next, access to top AI tools. So we have 6 months of free Make.com for your automations, 1 month of Gamma Premium for your presentations, and we have partner discounts with many different tools such as Landing Generator, Gamma as well, and many, many more just for our students.
When you add it all up, the full curriculum, mentorship, credentialing, and every bonus Danny has read, the total value is $14,387. Obviously, this is not the price of the program. If we want to democratize AI, we cannot give this price. But if this was the price, would it be worth it? The price and the program can be yours for only $2,549. Or if you pay on one payment, $2,297. You pay in full, but can also be yours for just $215 per month, up to 12 months, depending on your country. Again, today is the last day to get your Build Your Second Brain bonus until tonight, Friday, 11:59 p.m. UK time. And if you feel there's some kind of risk studying with us, there isn't. If in 14 days you are not satisfied, if in 14 days you see that Danny doesn't explain as you thought, or he is not that way a professor that you thought, we return you the 100% of money. No risk, risk-free guarantee. Again, this is our promise. We want only people that engage, are committed with us. We do not want people that watch this course as if it was Netflix. If you see yourself in another position in the next 5 years, this is for you. If you see yourself in the same place in the next years with the same stress, with some technologies arriving and evolving, and you are fading it, this is not for you. And it doesn't happen anything. This is not for you. What to do now is simple. Book your mission call. Come with one 14-day pilot idea, lead triad, social calendar, client replies, document analysis, and we'll have you scope it on the call. If your objective is not aligned with our program, we will tell you. If this week made you say, I can actually do this, lock your spot. Secure the second brain bonus before the deadline, and let's build your first pilot together. Again, we will mentor you. We will be with you in every step of the path. We've done it before and we will do it with you. Over the past few years, we've supported hundreds of students who started from scratch with no technical knowledge, know-how, background, and who are now applying artificial intelligence in their daily work, or even making a living from it, like Joseph. You saw it before. The most important part, they were not programmers, engineers, or tech experts. They started from zero like you. We could talk all night, but results speak best. You'll see stories like Hector, Priscilla, people who started with zero knowledge, with the same doubts as you, use the same method you've seen, and now deliver real outcomes at work or clients. Different backgrounds, same success, same process. Learn the structure, ship pilots, and grow with mentorship. Grow with us.
My name is Priscilla Galvez. I'm a psychologist. I'm 43 years old and I'm Chilean. I've had achievements in terms of knowledge, personal achievements, financial achievements as well, and creative achievements, which I don't consider minor. Regarding knowledge achievements, during the live sessions, I became really interested in learning about the different ways to use artificial intelligence, image creation, text creation. You know what? It was like, I have to learn about all these kinds of tools. And when I started the course, it was really easy to acquire that knowledge through the different sessions. And for people like us who are creative, to start implementing it and trying out different kinds of things. Here, my biggest achievement was being able to sell a GPT agent for €1,000 in a very short time, which is a significant amount in my country. Yes, I would definitely recommend getting trained in artificial intelligence. Even if you don't have a clear idea, even if you know nothing about technology, today the job market has changed, and having high-value skills is very important in any profession you have. You can be an asset, you can be the person who provides a solution, and who knows, maybe your life can change as well.
Well, my name is Hector Vallejos. I'm from Chile. I live in the city of Los Angeles, 500 kilometers south of the country's capital, which is Santiago. I'm 49 years old, and by profession, I'm a translator. However, for more than 20 years now, I have had my own company, my own training agency in various fields, covering everything that involves the broad spectrum of training. First of all, I should point out that for me, artificial intelligence has literally changed my life, because it was like starting or learning to read all over again. The truth is that this training has been extremely useful for us, because it has allowed us to use something that was the very reason I took this training process, which was precisely to learn about artificial intelligence in order to later sell it, that is, to do drop service. And from that perspective, part of the achievements I've obtained with this learning, as I already mentioned, avatars, chatbots. I also created an artificial intelligence agency, and our first sale was €46,000, okay? We have, in fact, sold a virtual assistant to a large company. This company is recognized as a leader in its field, and our engagement with them allowed us to observe a unique opportunity that matched their specific requirements. The truth is that they are very pleased with this virtual assistant, expressing satisfaction with how it has supported their business and improved their daily operations. Therefore, this has been our first sale, and honestly, we are very happy. And of course, it gives us experience. I absolutely recommend taking the training program with Centella. Artificial intelligence might seem, like something new, but you have to be clear that tomorrow it will be a necessity, and the day after tomorrow it will be a requirement. And what better way to do it than, I believe, with the best AI academy or agency available in the Spanish market.
Wow, it's stories like theirs that prove that transformation really is possible for anyone. Your age, profession, starting point, it really doesn't matter. If you want to apply what you learn, results will come. Because what separates those who move forward isn't what they already know. It's the decision to start before everyone else. And now it's time for the surprise that we promised you at the beginning. We're going to be creating a live avatar on Hagen. No need for coding, no need for technical knowledge, nothing. So let's go back to the laptop screen and get straight to it. So you may recall we had a session in which we made an avatar of Jordi, and this is exactly what we're going to be recreating right now. So to do that, we're going to go to Hagen. We're just going to search it up on Google, and you can see here Hagen.com. That's the site we're going to go into. We're going to create a free account. Okay. Again, you can sign in as usual with Google. I'm going to pick my email address, and I'm just going to log in to my account. Just like that, we're now logged in. So we're going to go to the top left-hand side, and we're going to go to Create Video. We can choose our style, whether it's portrait or landscape. In this case, let's assume it's going to be for YouTube, so I'm going to choose landscape. So far, as you can see, very simple, no technical knowledge needed. Now, this is what Hagen does. It provides avatars for you so that you can create videos. Now, you can use their either pre-existing avatars. They have some for free, some are paid. They have different voices as well. Same thing here, some are free, some are paid, or you can even upload and input your own. So we're going to be doing an example of both of these just so that you can see how it works. Okay, so first, we would put a title to our video. So in this case, we're going to do live example. Again, the name is just for us to know what this is exactly. Here, as you can see, and I'm going to zoom in, we can see a few things. We can first see the avatars that we have. Okay, we just click here and you can see how they load. We'll look at all of them now in a second. I just want to give you a quick walkthrough of what you're going to find. And we're going to find the different voices, right? The different voices that we have right here. We can switch it. We can change the accent, as you can see. We can change the volume, the speed at which they talk, etc., etc. Very interesting, okay? And then also you can work with expressions, but this is mostly when we do our own avatar. Here is where we can write our script, what the person is going to say. So I'm just going to write a very quick one. Hello, this is just a live example. Welcome to Hagen. We're going to put our volume up and we're going to preview it. Let's wait till it loads.
Hello, this is just a live example. Welcome to HeyGen.
Okay, there we saw the audio. Now we need to work a bit on the avatar. So we're going to pick our avatar, which one we want. Again, remember that these will be the free ones, but you will also have paid ones. In this case, we do have a premium account, but we're just going to use something pretty simple. You can use any avatar that you'd like. So let's say we're going to use this one. We're now going to generate the video. Live example, where do I want it? My folders, the quality that you want, the resolution, etc. I'm just going to leave it like that. And we're going to submit. You can see it loads. And there we have it. Our video is generated. Remember the other day we created one of Jordi? We created it here. I'm actually going to do it again for you live, but this is the one we made. Here we have another colleague from Centella, and we have a few more. While this is loading, I'm going to show you how we can create our own avatar so that we can do one with a real person, okay? Because now you've learned how you can do it with an avatar. Let's say you want to do it with yourself, like we did the other day with Jordi. How could we do that? You can see on the left-hand side of the corner, we have avatars right here. We also have voices, but in this case, we're gonna go to avatars. And as you can see, we have our avatar, okay? How could we create new avatars? Well, we're just gonna hit here, create, and it's going to ask us for a video or a photo. I recommend you use a video because if you give it video footage of yourself, it's going to capture your gestures, your way of moving your hands, how you sit, just in general your movement much better, and it'll be more realistic. So we would click there. Here we're getting a tutorial which, as you can see, has been created with the same avatar that we picked before. Remember this woman? This is the avatar that we literally just picked and it's currently generating while I'm showing you this example. We're just going to go to get started, and here you have all the instructions. So it's going to ask you to upload footage of yourself. Now you have two options here. You can either upload your own video if you have one already. Literally, I would just pull out my phone, I'd start recording myself. Hey, this is Daniel, I'm making an avatar, and just talk for a minute or two. The longer you make the video, better. It recommends at least 30 seconds, but again, the more you give it, the more context and information it's going to have about you. Maximum 5 minutes, okay? It can either be a pre-existing video or you can record it on the spot like I just said, okay? Here, you would upload the footage if you have it, or you can record via phone by scanning this code and it's going to open the camera for you. This is what I just explained to you, or you can record with your webcam in the moment, okay? So I'm going to upload myself a video that I have, and once I have it, we can continue. Okay, so I've uploaded a video that I have here of myself. Okay, here you have it. Literally just recorded with my phone right now. You can do the exact same thing. And here you have some options, right? Do you want to remove background noise? Sure, let's do that. Do we want good resolution, 4K? Yes. Do we want to remove the background? Or do we want to always have the same background? You can pick whatever you want and you'll have it done. Next. Is this for an existing avatar? No. We're going to create a new avatar, right? I'm going to click next. Okay, in this case, I've hit my limit of avatars because there's different paid programs, but you could continue without verifying or just verify. The thing with verifying it is going to make it much, much better, and it's going to give you the ability to actually publish this content and just make the most out of it. So I really do recommend validating it. To validate it, it's super simple. The webcam's going to open and it's going to ask you to make a quick video reading a sentence that they're going to prepare for you in a teleprompter, just giving your permission to HeyGen to create the avatar. And as simple as that, the process is done. So again, remember the instructions. We're going to upload the video like I did right here, any video that we want. We're going to click our options right here, and we're just going to verify it, okay? While I've shown you this, the other video was generating, so let's go check it out. And then since we already have Jordi's avatar ready and validated, we're going to make a video with his. So we're going to go back to our video projects. Here we have it. We have the live example.
Hello, this is just a live example. Welcome to HeyGen.
Okay, not bad at all. As you can see, we could make this change, we could change it a little bit, we could change the language, we could make her speak faster, slower. Again, for doing this in literally 10 seconds with a free account, this is highly impressive. But we can make it much, much more realistic with our own avatar, which is what we did with Jordi and what we're gonna do once again. So we're gonna repeat the exact same thing that we did with Jordi the other day. And we're gonna end the practice right there. We're gonna create a landscape video. Once again, I like landscape. Here, we're gonna select replace avatar, you see here? And then it's when our avatars are gonna show up and we're gonna select Jordi. Any avatar that we have validated, we will have it here. So we can click it and use it. Fantastic. Then we have two options. We could either type a script for Jordi or we could upload a voice note. Now, since we prepared a voice note the other day for Jordi, I'm just gonna use his from the other day. We have it right here, Jordi class number 2. Remember, I interrupted him mid-class and asked him to record a voice note. We're gonna be using that exact same voice note, and that's what the avatar is gonna say. Here, it's transcribing the entire voice note. As you can see, we are here in the second class in order to see how these different types of models work, and we will see how these different prompt techniques are used. Later on, you will see the new business model of 2026. Excellent. We're gonna hit generate. We put any video, we're gonna put live class example. Again, the title's just for us, and we're just gonna submit it while it loads. Okay, now, while this is preparing, I want to speak to you so again, we get into the right mindset. You've just seen how we generated a realistic video with a few clicks, a free account, and a simple line of text. Think how fascinating this is. Think how much time you can save, again, companies. Let's say you work at a company that wants to automate their training processes. How many companies have these typical training videos that take forever to record? Don't you think these could be perhaps automated by using this exact same tool? Couldn't you provide value to your organization by doing this? Onboarding new people onto your team, onboarding clients with AI-generated videos? This is a way for you to show more value to your organization, help them cut costs, and this could be rewarded with a promotion or with a new AI specialist role for you or something of the sort. Let's say you want to freelance and you want to offer these solutions to different companies. Again, you can sell this for a cost, or you can structure an entire business where you automate this process. I want to go back to a real example that we have done here at Centella in our consulting line. We have done this for doctors. We found 3 doctors that are specialists in their particular lines of surgery and were not present on social media. They were realizing that younger doctors with less experience were getting more customers and more clients and more consultations because they were present on social media, so they were just more visible. What we did is we created an avatar, just like we did following the process, uploading many videos of them, validating them, and that way we can generate content for them. And we can post it on social media, on their website, on vlogs. This way, these profiles that really aren't interested in social media, don't understand how to use it, get the benefit of being on it without losing any time. They have more clients, they do more work and get paid more, and with that money, they can pay us for doing this service. This is just one of many examples of how you can do this. So now that you've seen the potential of this, let's refresh. You can see that 25% of the video is ready. We're just gonna stop it here right now. It's probably gonna take 2-3 minutes until it's done, and once it's done, we'll see it live together, okay? Okay, here we have it. It's been created, live class example. So let's click on it and see what it looks like.
Okay, we are here in the second class in order to see how these different types of models work, and we'll see how these different prompt techniques are used, and later on you will see the new business model of 2026.
So as you can see, look how realistic the movement looks of his body, hands, mouth, gestures, expression, etc. This is the power of avatars. How much value can you provide with this? Like we said, it is absolutely fascinating, and I really do encourage you to work more with this and to think of how you can use this to, again, grow professionally and generate more income and opportunities for yourself. Now, Jordi, back to you.
This week, you'll learn how to speak to AI, how to build an agent from zero, from scratch, and how to automate the parts of your work that eat your time. The next step is to turn that into a recognized, credentialed path with projects you can show and mentors by your side. This is your way.
Guys, remember, enrollment is open, seats are limited, and they're assigned on a first-come, first-served basis via an admissions call. If this is for you, book your call now. You have the QR code. And remember, you have a 14-day guarantee. We take the risk so you can take the step. And remember, super important, the second Brent bonus, it ends tonight, Friday, October 17th, 11 p.m. UK time. Book your free consultation call before such time and you receive the bonus.
Thank you for showing up this week, and from my heart, congratulations. Quick story before we part. A few years ago, I missed the family dinner because I was fixing a report by hand at 9 p.m. I promised I would never let busy moments steal moments like that again. Learning to systemize and automate gave me those hours back. That's what we want for you. No more screens, no more time. Here's where we are. Enrollment right now is open. Seats are limited and assigned first come via an admission call. If this is for you, book your call now. You are covered by a 14-day money-back guarantee. We take the risk so you can take the step. And tonight is the last day to secure the second brain bonus. It ends at 11:59 UK time, Friday, tonight. If you're on the fence, again, just take a moment. You don't have time, start with one 14-day pilot and a 2-hour weekly rhythm. You might think this is expensive, and I understand it. One internal win or one client can repay the tuition. Our students have already done it. No technical background. The new programming language I told you is plain English. You will use our prompts and blueprints copy-paste system. This is one of these forks you remember. Close the tab and hope, or take the call and ship your first pilot with us at your side. From my heart, thank you for your time and trust. If you join us, I will see you inside Centea Pro and we will build this together. If you don't, I genuinely wish you the best. You will need courage and consistency either way. Thank you so much. Let's fill that notebook. Page 1 today. See you there.